I'm Zydel, and I have a business called Creative Juices Arts, and I teach intuitive painting. So we are in my studio. My studio is a big old Victorian house in Oakland, California. Yeah, this is where it all began. I've been in the helping professions working with people for probably close to 35 years, and I've been doing Creative Juices Arts since 1994, so I guess that's 22 years now. So when I was younger, I was a body worker first. I was a massage therapist, and then I did emotional release body work, and then I became a psychotherapist, and I was working with clients and students. It became clear to me that I had a mission based on the wound that I experienced in my family to help other people to claim their own creativity. Because there's so much wounding around that, so much wounding. There's so many people that feel like they're not creative, or they've been hurt around their creativity, or shamed around their creativity. So, my work is really a place for people to come to heal some of that and to celebrate themselves as creative beings again. Talk therapy oftentimes there's a certain focus on what's wrong, kind of like there's a certain focus on pathology. And in the expressive arts, the focus is really on yourself, celebrating yourself and expanding into the bigger self that you're here to become, but there's not a focus on the person as if there's something wrong with them. It's just the focus is really, this is you're a whole being, and we're going to try to give you a place where you can express that wholeness through art and through creativity. And I think that a lot of people are really hungry for that and really ready for that. If you don't like the outcome, it doesn't matter, because that's the judging mind coming in.
This would be hard to me.
I know, honey. I know it would be hard.
It's very hard to me.
Yeah, I get that. It's hard for everybody. So we're trying to play with that, because it's a way that our need to make an outcome can be controlling us. I mean, there's so much fear. There's so much fear in the world. But there's also the fear of judgment. There's the fear that you're not allowed to be yourself. And what I feel like this work has to offer is a place of safety and compassion to bring people into, so that they can feel safe enough to express themselves and explore themselves and be fully themselves. And I think that's something that's really missing in the world right now. There's something about expressing yourself from that deep place in your soul and your psyche creatively, and having that held and witnessed and celebrated, which is very healing, very powerful. Because people come in with all their stories and all their thoughts, and then I get them in front of the easel with some paint and some paper, and this whole other magical thing starts to happen that bypasses their idea about themselves. They can be much more like, oh wow, I didn't know that this was in me, and they can surprise themselves, which is kind of pretty cool.